Hello everyone, my name is Imanbayeva Zhanirke, and today's lecture is Innovations in Modern Furniture Design. We will talk about the visual language, technical and functional innovations. Since designers' decade of the 1980s, design has become some internationally integrated into mainstream culture. As a result of the developed world's interest and broadcast acceptance of design, there is no more design activity taking place in any history. Visual language divided into four parts: composition, elemental design, reframing the past, and alternative responses. The first thing, composition. Composition and proportional relationships are key factors in furniture design. The use of the golden section and other divine proportions is much less widespread than the other supposed, with many designers instinctively approximating such proportional relationship in their work, and the majority of component arrangements and dimensions are dedicated through the institutions. Several modular combinations of satellites are possible, although there is a decade of purchase rather than being reconfigured by the customer. As a satellite and stock from Chez Alec color plays a significant role in the composition and visual language. Elemental design. Simplicity and honesty to materials are requiring the themes in furniture design. Ever since Gerard Rietveld and Marcel Breuer's fundamental contributions set the tone for an entire century of design activity, understandment has been the order of the day. Such characteristics in comparisons to early modernists and Dieter Rams are often attributed to the work of British designers Jasper Morrison, and maybe no more clearly expressed than in his Cork's Tools of Muri. In contrast, Stack controlled the splendor, the simplicity of Frank's Sinal cabinets believes their sophistications and originality. Inspired by railway side metal boxes, the designers thought to elevate what is typically considered material in manufacturing process through the aesthetics finest. The cabinets are manufactured from press bracket and steel and have the options of either steel, wooden handle. As you can see on the screen, this is a Piccola chair. It's Naota and from B&B Italia 2009. This stock was from the Maori. The effect of the base, however, is so important that within the small spaces and without significant distance for viewers to fully appreciate this detail. Reframing the past and alternative responses. In the smaller version, the bracket has been reduced in the height to its scale. This is the first one. And for many, this change made it more comforting design, like its big brother. Piccolo Papilio rotates 360 degrees on its base. The internal frame is manufactured in tubular steel, paddled with a bay fat. The second, responses, alternative responses. So much of the furniture canon is made up for chairs and tables that designers often forget to opportunities for innovations presented by more unusual items such as coats, stands, or tables and escorities. Certainly students brave for furniture such as the humble of coat stand and can be highly accessible and productive, not least because the opportunity. Technical and functional innovations. You can see on the screen there is 9 points. We will talk about the interaction, exceptions to the rule, flexibility, injection, some humor, workspaces, function and flexibility, technical stance, designing the fluency, innovations in manufacturing process. All of these things are very important in the design work. So the first thing we will talk about will be the interaction. This is one of the technical and functional innovations in our space. Claudia Caramel's shelving system hang was conceived with the functional and manufacturing strategies running in parallel, each informing and furthering the other. The system is composed of two aluminum extrusions, a wall fixed, long bracket extrusions, and the shelf itself that hooks onto the bracket. You can see on the screen. The shelf can incorporate additional steel components that slide into into and captured within top and bottom slots of the extrusion. A dynamic and functionally unique shelving system, Dennis box, is made from the folded steel. The use of the laser cut and press bracket steel achieves a structural excellence that would be difficult to improve on, given the steel's strength, weight. Exceptions to the rule. Useful quickness in mainstream furniture design is uncommon and may be more likely to appear in from details that hinder rather than improve functions. A notable exception to this rule is bed, that forms part of the Patricia Euclid's Highland sitting and bed series you can see on the screen. The upfolded headrest and can be raised or folded, and provided everything else. The next one is the flexibility. There is a marked difference between the design requirements and shelving and seating items of performance and complexity of function. You can see the makeshift in the Kobe chair is a response to a task seating brief, yet in comparison to other many ergonomic chairs. So the Kobe is the shelf adjustments. Injection some humor. Comfortable is that does not necessarily mean ergonomic, yet in the deep softness of Xavier's humor chair envelopes the seater and as last intended almost hugs them. Whether some softness is indeed ergonomic is open to question, but Sumo is still allows the seater a good deal of positions adjustment, which in itself improves the enveloping restrictive nature of the chair. It's somewhere between a cube and a sphere. Sumo is welcoming as it's dynamic also. The internal frame partly CPS free polyester and helps create this building shape. You can see on the screen this is the Donuts by the Dirk Wyness for Extremis. It was designed in 2004. You can find it in many various of the colors, white, green, and so on. Workspaces. As technology advances and practices change in the workplaces, designers need to research and understand changes in requirements for furniture, workspaces, and document managing system in order to design for what lies ahead. In the new millennium's first decade, the most significant early contributions is as visually innovative as it is responsive and functional. The joint office system for Vitra include all that things quickly and very affordable. Function and flexibility. Flexible furniture items such as contemporary table are common, but the storage volume and transport of such pieces is one of the whole problematic. Such a straightforward problem would provide a perfect brief for student designers, but they should first consider Sebastian Benet's elegant solution. Its 2121 is a highly systemized task table. The link person Lloyd for Monceau. And also you can see on the screen this is a lazy seating collection, Patricia Euclid, Rue Shane Chemic for Hay in 2010, and the stackable bench system Shin and Tomoko Azumi for the company is distributed in the US by Davis Furniture in 2003. The system was conceived as an easy contemporary or permanent solution, and to aid the former application, the separated curved models are very stackable. Technical stance. Contributing on a material and manufacturing theme, another possible starting point for a project, particularly with a clear scenario base, is a visual and technical stunt. Designers should beware a superficial whimsy in such realms and concentrate their efforts more on maybe visual one-liners rather than the others. Opinion of such designs tend to more subjective than the usual, but simplicity, but are they good or bad, we don't know. Design fluency. Furniture with a complex function that is designed extremely entirely in a single material will be balance of concessions and benefits. Innovation in manufacturing process. The particularly comfort or of a chair is high on most people's list priorities. Innovations in manufacturing process. So in this case, I have to say that you need to um, finish our lecture and talk about another things next time. Thank you. Bye.